Quick update regarding the 4-car jump tournament. The channel Diecast Racing TV is also running a simultaneous similar tournament alongside this one, where the winner of that one will go up against the winner from this one in the ultimate finals for the 4-car jump. I wonder how much the Sharks are compensated for being present for this extravaganza. Here comes the first group. And that wonderment might stay that way for a while. I don't really have any way of finding out, but they certainly look happy to be here. Here's our first set yet again. Hey everybody, I'm Brendan. And well, last video I was blown away by the excitement of races that we saw, and again, we will see how that turns out today. Already starting pretty strong, close race. As we begin to identify our best racers. You can see the duck and roll over there, actually sitting there, lined up. Why? Because 8 racers are gonna come out of these 8 groups. Fastest of the 8 from each group. And those 8 of the fastest from the 8 competing will get to compete in the finals. A lot of 8s. Carbide, T-Rextroyer, Mrs Oats, and the Cobra. I mean, those are your 4 cars today. And again, back to the Sharks. I mean, truly a fun part of this course. I mean, we'll see if any cars manage to fall prey to these animals. There's like 3 of them down there, so they must have paid a hefty price to get such a large Sharks. There's the T-Rextroyers going to be left there, left behind. And they certainly look ferocious at that. Imagine being the duck and roll right now, right there near the Shark tank, observing the fury. T-Rextroyer goes for a roadblock and loses out on its function. No one there to receive the block. A good stretch Cobra, showing that he will be at least somewhat fast today. But it really is the Carbide right now who seems to be fast and agile. Agile is the word I have for the Carbide. Just a small car with a sleek body. That's going to be good out on the track, especially during the airtime. Here he comes, Carbide. They're in lane 3, about to jump. Big jump for the Carbide. Oh, almost flips over, but stays agile. Gets back on his feet like a cat. Upside down, but then falls back on his feet. It wins the race. Cat-like reflexes. And you got a Carbide win once again. Cobra's now gone for the Phantom roadblock. That's 2 of them already. Look at the Cobra. Jumps and lands right square in the middle. Oh, wow. And can't make anything of it. Carbide there pushing through, pushing by, and the T-Rextroyer goes for another roadblock but manages to come across the line at least. But again, to break it down, there are 8 teams, and each of the 8 teams have 8 cars. Each of the 8 teams give 1 of their 8 cars for each round, which has, of which there are 8 rounds. Of the 8 rounds, you have 2 heats, narrowed down to the fastest, and 1 more heat to get the fastest of the fast, and each of those 8 cars, from each of the 8 rounds, we pull out the fastest. There's a T-Rextroyer finally coming for a win. We pull out the fastest, and then of those 8 fastest, from the 8 rounds, in the 8 videos, we make up the 8 that will appear in the finals. And again, to be clear, the duck and roll sitting there on the left side is the fastest from the first group of 8 in the last video. What a wonderful street beast he is. Advances here, the Carbide and the T-Rextroyer. 18 on the Carbide. Almost had a full sweep here. Now, this is a different scenario. Second group is going to get rolling. A full 20 points. Oh, we get the Loco Motorin back. I like to see him. This would be a fun one. Giant car, man. Really. All the other cars really look like Hot Wheels. Looks like Matchbox. Loco Motorin falling behind, though. Big presence through the jump, though. A lot of momentum, but he's zigging and zagging. Can he nudge through down here on the inside? No, he's going to stay back in third. And again, not an overwhelming race for the Loco Motorin. Lost my train of thought from before when I was distracted by the race in hand, but so we'll just keep going. 4GT comes out with the first set of 5 points. Track Hammer, Escape in there as well. All the teams represented today. 4GT, Track Hammer. 4GT a lot faster than any other car right now. Look at the distance. Big jump from that 4GT. Ooh, rattling a little bit through that transition piece into the final set of track where it has a lot of room to run. And we'll stay ahead of the Escape, pick up another 5. Look at the jump. Gets the back wheels down, you can see there's some rattle there. But some jumpers are back wheels jumpers. That will be clear there. I honestly, like I was saying last time, really the front wheels down first, like right before the back wheels really gives you the most control. But back wheels seems to work for some cars. Two 5s on the bottom with the 4GT. Here we go. Any other car looks like they could win? I don't know. Maybe the Escape? 4GT already out to a lead again, though, even though he has to take both outside lines. Big lead down into Sector 2, and oh, starts to balk, and it's the Escape coming clear. 4GT still coming with second place, though, for 3 points. It will still be tough for the Escape to pull it back together here at the end if he wants to win first. A solid race from the Escape. Saw the mistake and found the open space. What you gotta do, because sometimes you're not gonna be the fastest car out there. That's just clear. Not always gonna be the fastest car. But if you can find the space and see the mistakes when the fastest cars inevitably make them, and that's how you win, even if you're not gonna do it with raw speed. 4GT right now doing it with a raw speed and doing it very well. Here we go, last race of the set. The 4GT falls flat here, he might give up the win to the Escape. Oh, coming around the outside line looking pretty good, but 4GT really pulling out a lead. Also with that Track Hammer still on his tail. Round that final hairpin, 4GT starts to skid, so does the Track Hammer, and it's gonna end in short order. The duck and roll is thinking right now, eyeing up his competition, or his later competition. One of these cars will go up against the duck and roll at some point. Whichever one of these cars comes out victorious. Advances the Escape in the 4GT. I think you all saw that coming. But finally, to return to what I was saying a long time ago, Carbide, T-Rextroyer, 4GT, and the Escape here in the final set of 4. Getting a total sweep, like a full sweep, a full 20 points in this set of racing is a lot harder than in the last couple of times that we've had sets of 4. Oh my god! Whew, the Carbide almost lost footing, or wheeling, and ran off the track at one of the easiest portions. Big airtime, by the way, in the replay. But we'll get to see that as he turns around. Because it opens up a big jump and then opens up into 2 fat tracks and converges them all 4 together after a pretty tough first sector. Oh, there we go. Spins and finds his way back on. It has so much room to work with. He's all right. That it's just really hard to actually win every single race. For some of the other courses, still impressive if you can pull off 20 points, but it's I feel like this is even a little bit harder than all the other four-lane races we might have seen. Because you add that jump in there, then you add a 1v1 battle on the fat track with one car, then they all converge together. And you also have this tough first sector with outside and inside hairpins where sometimes you have to race on both outside. Carbide is around and backwards, he had the lead, but now it's closing quickly, escape. Right behind him, but he can't dodge inside to try to take a lead. And it will be the Carbide once again. I thought the 4GT would have gotten out a little faster, but nothing from him yet. He had trouble getting out of that first part of the second sector and left the escape to capitalize again. So yeah, if we see a 20-point take in this set, then to me that would be extra impressive. By a little bit. Still give credit to all those 20s we've seen in the past. Heat 3, Carbide. It's your big winner right now. Agile car. I can't wait to see this car potentially go up against that golden duck and roll because I think it would be quite a match. Duck and roll is more agile than I may give credit for. 4GT, big jump right here, staying pace with the Carbide, up ahead by a few lengths. Here comes the Carbide, trying to make up the ground. He does! On the inside, it'll take the lead! Good show of acceleration down that back straight when the 4GT got a little bit unfocused maybe because he's skidding. Look at all that time he's skidding. That's 2-3 lengths of skidding, and the Carbide just passed him on the right side. We have 3-5 for the Carbide, so as I talk about 20s, well, this could be the time. He does have to race in a far lane, though, so we'll take the 2 outside hairpins this time. There on the left, which seems to be maybe one of the tougher lanes because it dips down early and then dips back up again pretty hard. But the Carbide, oh my god, way out in front. Big jump by the Carbide. Can he get the 20? He might! T-Rextroyer, trouble with the 4GT. They're all skidding around, but the T-Rextroyer fast nudges the Carbide across, and there's 20. First 20 of the tournament. And as I was talking about the difficulty, Carbide took it to the end. 5-5. 5 and 5. And that is a whale of a finish. Just got out in front. It was really, once you're out in front by a good amount of lengths, it's really easy to drive defensively, especially if you're an agile vehicle like the Carbide. So that's going to bring our second advancing racer, and there's 6 other question marks. Who will take up those 6? We will see over the next 6 videos. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next time on Races and Fun.